So guys, um what we have today is to actually look at how you can format your books properly. Okay, so by now you've already gotten your content because I already explained in the previous video before this one how you can get your content and how you can bypass the AI detection and all that. Okay, so if you've not watched that, please go and watch that video. Okay, the link will be somewhere around here. Okay, so now I want to show you how you can format your books properly, because I've seen some people format books and they'll come to me, they'll say, Sagodin, I'm not making sales, this and that, and I'll just tell them, okay, let me see the interior of your book, and I'll look at the interior, I'll be like, wow, what's this? Okay, so I want to show you the basics of formatting. Okay, this is if you can format your book to up to the standard that I'll be showing you. So I'll be showing you how you can format your book just like this. Okay, so you can see this is beautifully done. Yeah, this is beautifully done. Okay, so I'll be showing you how you can format your books like this. Okay, so if you can format your book to this extent, then what are we talking about? You're good to go. Okay, so please, if you've not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. Okay, so that you can be notified when I drop more videos like this. So let's dive right into how you can make your book look this good. So guys, you're done getting your content and this is how it should be looking like. Okay, so you've not formatted it and you see, come on guys, you cannot go and publish something like this. No, you want to transform this to something like this. Okay, so that's what I'll be showing you, how you can transform it to something like this, properly formatted, okay, neat and well edited. Okay, so at least if you know how to format, there are advanced way of formatting books, but if you can format your books like this, then you're good to go. You can make a lot of sales from that. Okay, so now the first thing you actually do is to come up to page layout, because you want to set up your page. Okay, so we'll go to more paper size, because I like to make my book 6 by 9, and so we'll come up to margin. Okay, yeah, I hope you saw how I was able to come to this part: page layout, size, and then page setup. You come up to margin. So here you leave it your top as 1. Okay, so you leave your bottom as 1, and then this left you change it to 0.65. 0.65. Okay, so then the right to you change it to 0.65 also. 0.65. So then the gutter you leave it at 0.2, so this is going to be 0.2. okay, this is very important. So the gutter position you leave it at left. So the next one is the paper. Here I'm going to change this to 6, then the height to be 9, so 6 by 9. Then for the page layout, you're going to change this to 0.35. The header and the footer is going to be 0. What you're going to use is 0.35. So you have done that, and then the next thing you click on OK. So now, yeah, this is it, guys. So this is how the page setup should be, the page layout should be. Okay, so what's the first thing you're going to do? Okay, now the first thing I do after this, the next thing I do is to come to here, and I'm going to set this my fonts and I'm going to set my headings, sorry, and everything. So here for the normal, the body, I'm going to come here, I'm going to click on modify, and I want to use Georgia, so I like using Georgia. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at 11. Okay, so you might want to take it to 12. That's your choice. Okay, depends on how it looks. So i'm going to set that this, then you can justify your book. Okay, so always justify. For some they'll tell you always justify, but I like to leave it like this. So now that's that. I think that's that. So I click on OK. Okay, so you can see it has actually changed. So you can see now. Okay, so I might still want to add little spacing. Okay, so I might leave this at 1.15. Okay, so it depends on you, but I like to leave mine at 1.15. So you can see 1.5 looks okay. To let's look at this. Let's see. Okay, so you can see how it's looking. Okay, so you can leave it at this, but I like to leave mine at 1.15. So sometimes if you look at your book and see that okay, it's not middle up, what's the number of pages, you might want to use this to tweak it. So for paperback, sorry, number of pages for paperback. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to you have to leave 3 pages. Okay, so the first one, we'll have to leave a page for our title page. We have to leave a page for the title. Okay, so we have to leave a page for the copyright, and we have to leave a page for the table of content. Okay, but before that, let's edit this. Okay, so now, this our introduction is going to be your heading one. It's going to be your heading one. So why we are doing all this is so that our table of content is going to look easy for us. Okay, so I'm going to come here and I'm going to edit the heading one. Okay, so for heading one, I want to still use Georgia, so it has to be bigger than a normal font. So I leave it at 16. I'll just change the color. I can just use this blue and this dark blue. Okay, so I'm going to bold it, and then I want a little bit of spacing after it. Okay, so I'm going to click on that. So this is it. I want it to be at the middle. Okay, so that's how I want my heading one to be. So all my chapters are going to like chapter one, chapter two, those heading are there. This is what you are going to carry. Okay, so I just set this. Okay, so as I come to this place and I actually highlighted introduction, so what I'll just do is just click on this, and you can see I have it already done. Okay, so I'm going to also set my heading too. Okay, so as I'm scrolling down, I'm editing all of them. I don't know if you're getting what I'm saying. So here I'll still leave it at Georgia 13 is okay. Then bold, then color, I'll just leave it as black. Okay, so you can just play with this and you do what you want to do. Just play with it, and then I'm just showing how it should be. So for this, I'm going to click on OK. So I'm going to come here, and then I'm going to put this as heading 2. Okay, so you can see this thing here, so you want to set it. So just go back and modify, and you see this place, just come here, so that there can be spacing after it. Okay, so click on OK. So you can see that spacing after it. So this guy is my heading 2. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down and look for other ones. Okay, so this is to make sure that the table of content becomes easy for us to create. So come here to why choose a dragon. This one is going to be heading 2. Okay, so we're going to scroll down and look for other ones. Okay, so this one is this is the chapter 2. Okay, now, so what you're going to do here is this. You don't just come here and click on enter, you understand? No, 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 that's not what you do. Okay, so when you come here, what you do is you come here to insert. Okay, you come here to insert and you click on page break. Now what this is going to help you do is that it's going to separate those sections. So it has separated the section from chapter 1, the first section, and this second section. So whatever changes I make to this one will not affect the next one. Okay, so it has just separated it. So any changes you do to this one, you understand, the introduction aspect, it won't affect the chapter 2, so that your work doesn't look, or probably when you now want to convert it to PDF and all that, so it doesn't look scattered. Okay, I'm going to come here and go to home. Then it's going to take heading 1. Okay, so I hope you know how I actually set this up. Okay, so history of origin, then this one is going to take heading 2. Okay, so scroll down, and then wherever you want to add space, you can just add space. You get, so just you know how to, how you're going to make your book look like. So let's say I want to make this introduction to captivity heading 3. Okay, so I'm going to come here and then modify heading 3. So this one I want to make it take the same font as others. Okay, so I just select Georgia. I want to make it bold, probably make it, make it black, still make it black, so normal way, and then let it take spacing after it. So I just click OK. So when I come here, I'm just going to select this and click heading 3. Okay, so let's, yeah, so this is, you can see this is, so I want to leave that as heading 3, so let's leave space. Okay, so let's just space that. Oh, probably you might not want to, so just depends on you. So I'm just showing, so I might want to leave this natural habitat. I'll just want to come here, and this one will be heading 2. Okay, so to actually do all these bullets, all this, you can see this bulletin, so let me just show you. So I just come here, this sugar free, and I come to this part here and just click here, and then I can select anyone I want to use. So I like to use this one, so that's how you set that. So this is just to add beauty to your formatting. Okay, come to this physical characteristics, and I want it to be heading 2. Okay, so according to our table of contents, that's going to be a subsection under this chapter. So that's just it. So I come to this place, you know what I said you should do. You're going to do page break just to separate it from, so page break, so it's going to enter the next page. Okay, so you can see, so I come to here, and quickly let's just we are almost done. So here, and this is going to be heading 2. Okay, so I can just make this one heading 3. So this is going to make our table of contents easy for us. Okay, so quickly, okay, so let's assume you've done all this is what you're going to do for all the books. Okay, so then the next one should be your conclusion, so you know how to do that, just like we did the introduction. Just let's be, it's going to have its own heading. Okay, so quickly, what's going to be the next thing to do? Okay, so you might want to check for spaces and make sure you delete unnecessary spaces, so by using this. Okay, so just check for it, and wherever we see spaces, that just delete those spaces to make sure it's well. Okay, so I can come here and delete this. Okay, so this is just to make sure that you don't have unnecessary spaces in your book. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is to create our title page. I think we are done. Yeah, our title page, the copyright page, and the table of content. Okay, so I'll just come here, and I'm going to insert page break. Okay, so here, or sorry, I'm going to leave a blank page here, another here, so another here. So so this, come to this part, this is where you're going to have the title. Okay, so let me quickly copy the title here, or let me just come up, let me just write the title, let me just copy the title. Let's just make this quick. So let's assume this is your title. So come here and you paste it. I'm going to paste it just okay, yeah, without, so that I'll show you how I created mine. So I'm going to, probably I might do a video showing how to pick a good title. So okay, so don't worry, we are going to edit this. So and as you by now you would have picked the name of your pen name. Okay, so their sites will get generate pen name get, so you can go to random name generator and generate your pen name or fake name generator, and then you can search that online and generate name. Okay, so generate a pen name. So this is it. So let's assume the name is Anthony, because that's what I've used here. So Anthony Borden. Okay, so I think this is the name I used for this book. So I'm just going to come here and yeah, so you can see this. So now, so let's make this look beautiful. Okay, so I'll assume this is also looking like this when you first of all do it. So it's going to be looking like this. So let me show you how I did this. Okay, so everything is going to be looking like this. So let's edit this just to make sure that the title page looks a bit okay. So some people, you might just add your book cover design as your um title page. Okay, so here I'll come here, I'll leave it at Georgia. I like to use Georgia, so I just come here, make sure that it's I increase this. I might just leave it at 24 and then take this to the middle. So okay, so you can still make it bigger. Okay, so come here, increase it depending on you. So I'll come to the title, and here's the title. So okay, I'll just increase it a little bit. Okay, so put it at the middle too, put it at the middle as well, and then take this down and then put it at the middle too. Okay, so let's just keep doing this. So I'll show you how you can make it look exactly like mine. So I'll just leave this one at Times New Roman. Okay, so I'll italicize it here. Okay, so let me just increase the font a little bit. So yeah, so this is it. So take it to the middle and increase this one. All these things are easy, just play around with it. I'm just trying to show you the at least how it should be like. Okay, so I want to reduce this, so I'll leave it at 24. Okay, so you can see this. So this is it, guys. So this is just the basic one, so you might want to just play around with it. So here we are going to have our copyright page. So I'm just going to copy this one here. So this is what you can just make it look like this. So yeah, so this is it. So I can just make it look as easy as this. So yeah, you can just go to Pixabay, just if you want to make it look like this, how I've added this picture. I just want to add some little picture inside so that it looks a little bit okay, a little bit attractive. So you can just go to pixabay.com. You can see. So once you go to pixabay.com, it should be looking like this. Let me show you. So you just come here and type Bearded Dragon. So you see so many, you can see there are so many results. Okay, so just download anyone, and after downloading it, you could just go to remove.bg. Okay, go to remove.bg, put the picture here just to remove the background, Okay, upload the image here, remove the background, and just do a little tweak to it so that Amazon bots can be crazy. So I already have the picture, so I'll just come here and click on insert, click on shapes. Okay, so but yeah, click on shape and I just select shape and come here. Okay, so yeah, I'm just showing how I did this. So so what I do is this: I'll just come to this place and come to shape fill and then click on pictures, work offline, and go to my downloads. So just insert this into it so you can see. So right now, to make it look exactly like this as I've done here, you can see the edge. Okay, so you just come here and come to shape outline. Oh no, it's not shape outline, shape effect here. So you can just come to soft edges. Okay, so just you can see it's changing, so you can see. So I just like to leave mine at 5 points. Okay, so you can just play around with this so you can see now. To make this look exactly like this, you can see the border on this one. Okay, so you can see the border here. So to make it look exactly like this, just go to insert and is that inside, no, design. Yeah, so come to page border and 3D. So I'm just going to select one of this. Okay, so click on OK, so you can see. So it's already coming to life. It's already looking like the other one. Okay, so this title page, okay, this title, there's something I did in the other one. So you can see it's bold here. So no wonder it was looking a little bit different to me. So okay, so I will just reduce the space in here. Okay, so so yeah, the next thing is the table of contents. Is the table of contents. So let's let's work on our table of content. Let's come here and type table of content. So you can see after typing my table of content, you can see showing is in heading 1. So just turn it to normal, then bold it, take it to the middle, increase the size. Okay, so yeah, so now to add your table of contents, because we've done our editing. Okay, so to add your table of content, you just go to reference, go to table of content. So under references, go to table of content. We're not going to selecting any of this, so just come to custom table content. So the first one, we are setting the table of content. We are going to set the table of content first of all for our paperback. Okay, before we do the one for our Kindle. Okay, so or yeah, for the one for our Kindle. So the first thing first, going to our paperback has to have page numbers. Okay, so before this, let's add page number first. Let's add page number first. Okay, so add page number. I come to insert, come to page numbers, bottom of page. You can just scroll down and select designs that you want to select. So because of time, just select this. And first, so what you're going to do is the first page, which is the title page, has to be different. So it doesn't have to have any page number in it. So I'll just select different first page. Okay, different first page, and that's it. So you can see we've numbered the pages. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is, okay, like I said, so Alright, let's add our table of contents first. So come to references and table of contents and custom table of contents. Okay, so your table of content, for the table of content for your paperback has to have page numbers, okay, but the Kindle will not have page numbers. So I'm going to show you it's few changes you need to do to the Kindle. Okay, so paperback has to have page numbers. So I'm going to, and it doesn't have to have this hyperlinks. It's the Kindle that is going to have the hyperlink. So the Kindle does not need any numbering. Okay, so for this, I'm going to click on show page numbers, and they are aligned. You might want to click any one that you want, but I click on none. Okay, so yeah, from templates. Okay, so yeah, we actually use three heading here. We did heading 1, heading 2, and heading 3. So just click on OK. Okay, so as for this, let's insert page break. So you can see we did few, that's why it's looking like this. Okay, so if you are done formatting your book, it should be looking like this. Okay, so let's see this, let's make it look like this. You see that this one is different. Okay, this one is different. So let's make our table of contents look exactly like that, but this one is still okay. You can see perfectly done, well, neat. Okay, but I think what I did there is I didn't use from template. I just, when it comes to table of content, custom table of content, I think what I did here was to select classic. Okay, I think I selected classic, and that was why it was looking like that. So let me click on OK. So replace table of content. So yeah, I'll just come here and increase the font and change it to Georgia. Okay, so increase the font, make it probably 10 or 11. Okay, so you can see it's looking exactly like the one here. So it's looking exactly like the one here. Okay, so in your table of content, please, I want to say this. Okay, you don't go to expose everything you have in your table of content. For instance, or let's say you're writing a book on marriage, 7 ways to deal with, or 7 ways how I dealt with my marriage, or you understand. So you don't necessarily have to now start putting those things that you actually talked about. Probably 7 ways on how I was able to handle the problems in my marriage. I avoided arguments. I did this, I did that. You now start listing them. No, you're going to sell you're going to sell those things. You understand? Those things should be key to your book. Those things should be things that will bring up curiosity in the buyers to be able to want to know what are these 7 things. Okay, so I might also want to make your table of contents look like it has a lot of information. You can see this one has a lot of information. It's not even like a book of 118 pages. Haba. So you can see, wow. So when they come here, they see okay, um they say okay, you see male versus female differences and preferences, physical differences, behavioral differences. I don't go to now start listing the physical differences, probably physical differences in probably the shape and all that, or something like that. I now start listing it. No, do you get? So I just stated their physical differences, behavioral differences. It's now left for them to now buy this book and be able to know what are the physical differences and the behavioral differences, so that they can, okay, this is the difference between the male and the female due to this the behavioral thing they've actually seen in the book. So that's just it, guys. I don't want this video to be long. So you can see we are done. Okay, so you can see we are done. The next thing is to save this. Okay, so this is ready to be saved as your paperback. So you want to save it as PDF. Okay, you just come to save as, and you just save it to anywhere you want to save it to. Okay, so you come here and you save it as PDF. Okay, so I don't want to save this, guys. I don't want to save this. So now let's edit for our Kindle. Okay, so for our Kindle version, we don't need page numbers. We don't need the page number, so we are going to remove the page number. For the Kindle version, we don't need the page number. And then for our table of content, And then for our table of contents, let's let's create another. Go to references. Our table of contents would have page numbers, so go to custom, and then I'm going to click on just hyperlinks and just remove this one. So it's just going to be hyperlinks, so that because they are using their pad or probably their phone to actually go through this stuff, they're using their device to go through this. So what they want to do is they should be able to click. It's going to be clickable. Okay, so they should be able to click and then take them to whatever part of the book they want. So still leave it at classic, or just leave it at template, and then click on OK. So replace this so you can see. Oh, there's a mistake somewhere. So let's go to reference, table of contents, custom table of contents, remove page numbers, just hyperlinks. Okay, so um let's put it as classic. Okay, when I change it, I didn't remove this. So okay, yes, so you can see. So I'll just come here and then I'll just increase this, just Georgia, and then increase the font like 11. Okay, so I'll just change the color, so that I'll just change the colors. Okay, so yeah, so I didn't know it's clickable, something like that, just make it different. Okay, so you can see, yeah, we are done. So what you have to do is you're going to save this as PDF also. Okay, but you might want to differentiate them. So you can save this with KPF added to it, so that you can be able to differentiate the two PDF, because we are going to be turning this to, we are not going to be uploading it like this. We are going to be turning it to a KPF. You understand? We're turning it to a KPF format. Okay, so let me just save it and KPF format. So just, so let's save it as that. So sorry, I saved it as document. Wrong. I wasn't supposed to save it as document. So let's save it again. Let's save it again. Document PDF. Okay, so documents. So let me just save it here. Save. Yeah, so I'm sure it's saved now. So so let's go and turn our this thing to KPF. Okay, so yeah, so this is the Kindle Create, and it's very easy to install this. So what you need to do is just go to your browser and just come to your browser and just type Kindle Create. Okay, so if you type Kindle Create for PC, so just click on this Kindle Create for PC. So you can see get started with Kindle Create. Just click on this first one. So click on the first one, come down, you see download. So if you're using Windows, you download the one for Windows. If you're using Mac, download the one for Mac. Okay, so but you have to note that your laptop must have Windows 10 and above. That's Windows 10, Windows 11 and above, for you to be able to use this. If not, it's not going to work. Okay, so what I'm going to do is let's open our Kindle Create. So let me show you how to turn this to Kindle Create. So I'm going to come to create new and click on choose. Okay, so come to print replica. You're going to come to print replica, click on continue. Okay, so I'm going to select it. So I think we saved it as ultimate here. So you can see I'm able to differentiate this because of I say this one as KPF, so to know that this one is the one for KPF. So click on open, and then it's going to show me this. So you can see this is what we're going to be uploaded as KPF, so that it looks very neat and okay. So there's something I didn't tell you. So you can, for your KPF, you can just add You can just change the color. Okay, you can decide to change page color, but you should use a reasonable color. So I can just use this one. Okay, so for KPF, or not for paperback, for KPF, since it's your phone, so you can do something like this and then upload it. But for for the paperback, please just leave it as normal white. Okay, so I'll just come to this place. Where's our, okay, here. So after going through it and see that you can see it, okay, this is the way it's going to be for smartphone. Okay, so this is the way it's going to be. Okay, so I'll just come here and click on export. I'll just choose where you want to save it as, then you save it. Okay, so once you click that, it's going to save, and then you go to your view. So I'm not going to save in this one because I've saved it already. So let me show you how it's going to be looking like. So it's going to have this brown, this thing. Okay, so this is it. These are the ones that shows that, okay, okay, so that's that on book formatting. So these are just the basics. If you can be able to format your books like this, then you are good to go. So if you've actually stayed up to this point and you derive value from this, please, I want you to like this video and subscribe to this channel, because this is going to be a full course. Okay, so we are still yet to design our cover and also publish on Amazon, create our paperback. So that's going to be the next one. So please subscribe so that you can get notified whenever I upload videos like this. Thank you very much.